take your medicine, Uncle Joe. Make you feel better. Help with your memory.
Believe me, there's plenty I'd like to forget.
Yeah, you and me both.
This is one of the most devastating scenes in The Sopranos. But why is that? It's a 3-minute long segment in which two men watch a nature documentary, and very little is said. Well, I think what makes it heartbreaking is not so much in what we see, it's in what we don't get to see. Let's recap. So, at this point in the series, Uncle Junior's dementia is becoming more and more evident, and this is highlighted in this episode, Where's Johnny?, when the Sopranos family are having dinner.
So, Anthony, how'd you guys do against Del Bonte last season?
Not so good. We lost both times.
Your father never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Oh, what the hell's with you?
What?
Now, this varsity athlete line has become a huge running joke in Sopranos fan circles. Heck, I even used it in one of my Sopranos video titles. And in the context of the scene, it is still quite hilarious, while also being undeniably sad. To everyone else, it's a thoughtless, albeit throwaway comment. But to Tony, a man who projects strength and toughness, but is deep down highly insecure and self-loathing, it makes him feel like nothing. Perhaps to his detriment, Tony refuses to let it go, and this culminates in the episode's final scene, where he confronts his uncle.
So how you feeling? Heard you had a little problem.
What problem?
All right. But your doctor said something different.
Who, Kennedy?
Kennedy's your cancer doctor.
I knew that. You said doctor.
As the conversation goes on, you can see on Tony's face the realization of the extent to which Junior's disease is progressing, and James Gandolfini is able to show us this look of resentment turning into defeat with such a subtle mastery. Yet still, he brings it up.
Look, the doctor said you may not have known what you were saying.
What are you talking about?
The varsity shit. All right, let's assume that you didn't know what you were saying, that you forget what you say shit over and over.
Yeah?
Why's it gotta be something mean? Why can't you repeat something good?
I find this line to be so gutting in its relatability, and I'm sure others who've known people to suffer from dementia can unfortunately say the same. Junior deflects.
There's the coyote.
I think many can also relate to wanting to have a serious conversation with someone, but they in turn try to change the subject by bringing up something meaningless and mundane. Then finally, Tony spills his heart.
I mean, don't you love me?
Junior doesn't respond to this, and we see him silently tear up. But why is he incapable of responding? Is it because of his dementia? Or is it because he is who he is? He comes from a world that vilifies expressing vulnerability, and I'm not so much talking about the mafia world, even though this world pushes this toxic idea to an extreme. Uncle Junior is a particularly tragic figure in the show, in that this concept of what it means to be a man has ultimately rendered him completely alone. In an earlier season, he rejects the woman who he may very well love because, God forbid, a rumour circulates that he prioritizes her needs in the bedroom. But this concept is not worshipped by Junior alone. Pretty much every male character on the show follows it. The fact Tony Soprano, who once said,
"Whatever happened to Gary Cooper? The strong, silent type."
is able to verbalize his feelings so succinctly here is quite incredible. I'd also highlight this scene to those who think Tony remained unchanged by therapy over the course of the series. And this makes the final blow of the scene that much harder to take. This is the most we've seen Tony express his feelings to his uncle. Yet in the end, it's all futile. Come a month from now, a week, or even the next day, Junior won't have remembered any of this. If there's one positive to come from this ending, however, it's this.
Oh, Jimmy as an actor was so great. I remember that when he, on the golf course, when he insulted me. What did I do? I mean, he took the golf club and he went, "You like sushi?" I mean, he could do things. Everybody cracked up. He was great. And then he made me cry when he said, I can't even say it. He said, "Don't you love me?"
Remember that.
James Gandolfini tragically passed away in 2013, but here is Dominic Chianese, the actor who played Uncle Junior, at age 88, remembering a scene that was shot 15 years prior in such vivid and emotional detail.